Hello again, it is Diane Cox here. Thank you for joining me. This video is inspired by a lovely experience I had this morning that bubbled up all this fantastic mythology and magicalness. And that was I was driving home through all these lovely roads, lovely scenery, the sea in the distance, and there was a super abundance of rainbows all over the place. The minute one faded, another one came because it was rainy and drizzly and sunny and glorious and green, and the sea was a beautiful shade of that lovely turquoise, and there were rainbows everywhere. And not just in the distance, there were rainbows that were in front of the trees. So it felt like the rainbow was right next to your car door and it was traveling along with you. It was absolutely magical. And it made me think of, Goddess Iris is here. Iris is the goddess of the rainbows, and the rainbows are symbolic of the alchemy between the element of water, the element of fire, the sun, the rain, the heavens coming to earth, that wonderful mystery, that mystic beauty, that cosmic sight in the sky that reminds us of just wonderful, magical alchemy, whether it's the alchemy of rain and sun, or the alchemy that we just bring things together and make something beautiful, whatever it is, And so what happened was I was watching all these rainbows and I was thinking, Goddess Iris is known to be the messenger from the gods, and she connects the gods. She was also messenger to the gods, between the gods, and she brings messages from the divine. So I was thinking, I better pay attention today in the next few days, because this whole idea that when you see a rainbow, it's a message coming through, it's symbolic of some divine message coming through. So I better listen, as well as the idea of, pots of gold at the end of a rainbow. I saw so many ends of rainbows today. I mean, one was driving along with me. And I saw them on houses, on a beautiful rose farm, and on the mountain and in the sea. It was just amazing. And it's an interesting week this week because in astrology, not only is Pluto still in 29 critical degrees of 29 degrees, putting us all through the cosmic sieve and refining us, the nodes, the North Node and South Node, Rahu and Ketu, are also moving signs, which is quite a big shift. So they've been in Taurus and Scorpio for 18 months, and they're about to go in, or they're going in today actually, to Aries and Libra, a very different axis of Aries, which is the warrior and me, and what we're doing is kind of self-centered in a way. It's like, and they're driven and they're full of, fire and pioneering spirit and pushing through, in an axis with Libra, which is ruled by Venus, which is more about, in the actual chart, it's in the 7th house, about relationships, relating, how are we relating, and the big shift from where it's been into where it's going to. Have a look at your chart, see where Aries and Libra are, and then you'll know what kind of area of life you'll be recalibrating, and how you'll be changing your relationship to that area of your life. Could be work, could be home, it could be higher learning, it could be lots of stuff. So anyway, I digress. So the idea that the rainbows really inspired me, because when I came home, I thought, in the Mythic Tarot, you have this card that represents Temperance. Temperance in the Mythic Tarot is Iris, goddess of the rainbow. And when you look at this beautiful card and you see the alchemy of the earth in this one picture, I mean, when you look at this image, feel what it says to you. If you turn this over in a tarot reading, what do you think you feel? What do you get from that? What messages do you get from looking and absorbing that beautiful vision? I mean, she has a golden cup representing the sun, a silver cup representing the moon. The gold, sun, logic, masculine power, and the silver, emotional, feminine power, the feeling, the intuitive. So Temperance card, Iris of the Rainbow, is about balance. I mean, look at her. We think it's water she's pouring between the two cups. It could be cosmic stardust for all we know. But the card of Temperance and Iris of the Rainbow, the message here of balance, harmony, peace, calm. I mean, you look at that picture, there's the irises at the bottom there, and then she's standing in water, the element of the unconquerable element. Water always finds a way. And it's important, isn't it, when we find a way with ourselves, we find balance within ourselves, we find balance in our relationship with ourselves, and then we know how to find balance in relationship to others. And the card of Temperance is about balance and harmony, and using the qualities we have to build a particular alchemy, to make magic out of what we have, to bring together in the best way the qualities that we have in order to create and manifest something wonderful. And here she is with her wings and in the water. Her feet are being blessed by that cleansing, purifying water of emotive, intuitive healing, creativity in the land. Look at the beautiful, abundant hills. And there she is standing just in bliss. She looks like she's in heavenly bliss, doesn't she? And what I thought was interesting, so that's the Mythic Tarot Temperance. And when you see the Rider-Waite Temperance, even though it's not basically really seen as a iris, the similarities I think are quite startling, because here you have the angel here has obviously the same basic symbolism, feet in the water on the earth. The earth is holding the water. There's a sun rising in the background. The fire. The angel has a symbol of fire on the chest. And here in the yellow flowers also look like irises, and the winged, beautiful, radiant angel, again, holding these two golden goblets and showing how to keep the flow of life going. The flow of life based on calmness, peace, equanimity and harmony, keeping that harmony between relations, between relationships, between oneself, because if we are harmonious within ourselves, that's what we kind of flow out into the world. If we ourselves are full of harmony, that's what we share. That's what we seek to create. We seek to create harmony. If we are in disharmony, obviously we then unfortunately also pour that out into the world, and we project our disharmony onto others, into other situations, which is why it's always so fascinating and wonderful to do the inner work and just go, okay, I seek to spread harmony around, to spread peace, to spread calm. And in order to do that, Temperance is here to go, okay, that is what you do. You take the alchemy of self and you bring about a beautiful manifestation. And these cards, they also have that Temperance in the tarot is also giving wings to ideas, giving flight to ideas, or ideas being taken up and taking off and given the wings of flight and making them go, making them manifest and stuff. The Temperance card is often related to, like I say, relationships and making relationships harmonious, all kinds of relationships relating to not only intimate relationships, but could be relationships at work or any relationships you're talking about. But the idea that Iris is a messenger to the gods, she's also a kind of handmaiden. Maybe that's not quite right to say because she is a goddess herself, but she does help the goddess Hera do her, you know, her kind of looking after her goddess treatments, and she basically makes sure that Hera is well looked after. So that's my little sharing for today, inspired by that beautiful experience I had of those rainbows this morning, and really feeling, you know, when you see those rainbows, and they're beautiful, you know, the sky was dark and this really vivid rainbow was there, and it's just like, wow, it's like it is like a divine message of just keep your eye on the miracles. There are so many miracles around. There are so many things working. There are so many things kind of transforming. You've got Pluto still, like I say, you've got the nodes moving, and you've got kind of other astrology things. I shall make a video about that. And then amongst it all, in this morning sky, this abundance of rainbows to the left, to the right, in front. I went through like this arch of a rainbow, and like I say, they were in the sea and they were just everywhere. It was absolutely beautiful. So I'm sharing and hopefully passing on that rainbow energy, that blessing energy, that listen for any messages, notice any symbols that you see yourself if you've been asking for signs, and feel that message coming from the divine into your life. Even if it's, you know, something else that you see today, a beautiful rose, or who knows what that you like, a fantastic oak tree, a funny bird. Just know there's that wonderful cosmic connection is there to be recognized and to be enjoyed and to uplift and give you that reminder of this beautiful place that we are in, and to maintain the balance and the beauty and the alchemy that is our potential and our divine coding and wiring. Have a beautiful day, bringing this energy to you, and I will see you soon.